Hi, guys. Hello, hello. All right, Leos, let's take a look at who is coming toward Leo. And I don't know in what capacity, but let's take a look. We have got a Five of Swords. Five of Swords seems to be sideways. um, Hang on, they could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, but who is coming toward Leo right now? We have Temperance and we have the Emperor in the reverse. Okay, this is complex because, by the way, we do have Sag and then we also have Aries. The person who seems to be coming toward Leo implies that they just want to have peace, but they kind of want to argue and they kind of want to be able to say, I'm right. Which is weird because they want to be in Leo's life, but they also are carrying a grudge or they are quite selfish and they actually still want to argue. Either they got, oh gosh. Okay, so we have a Queen of Cups in the reverse, but the Six of Cups upright. This person is like attracted to Leo, wants Leo, feels like Leo is a person that they still want, but they're also mad. They're, this is, they may think that Leo did something mean to them. Now, that could be their ego talking, or maybe they're right. Hey, maybe everybody, they start out by saying, we had all kinds of problems, and I do want to talk about those problems so we can make peace with them. But they kind of, to me, are still pushing at, I want Leo to want me back. And Leo took away their love from me, and that hurt me. And I really am terrific. And Leo was pretty mean to me. And maybe I was, I wasn't my best either. But this feels like a mixed bag. This is somebody who's hurt, irritated, but still really wanting to be in Leo's life. Okay, so obviously the drama's not over. This is a bunch of hurt feelings that have existed for some time, would be my guess. Five of Wands. Yeah, they've been kind of obsessing over our Leo here. And then we have the Virgo energy of the Hermit in the reverse. They've thought and thought and thought and thought and thought. And after all of these, I feel like they've gone through a dialogue like 10,000 times in their mind of what they'll say to Leo and how they'll talk to Leo and how it'll be described and all the words that need to come out. And I think that they have it like built in their mind about how it's going to go. Sorry, guys, I'm I'm drinking tea. By the way, happy Sag season. But I'm feeling like they really are. They want to talk, but they do have an agenda. The moon is here on the Two of Cups. It's weird because on one hand, they want to make their case that they are meant to be with Leo. Leo's meant to be with them. And how does Leo not quite know that? I mean, just because we had all those problems, just because it was big arguments, just because, you didn't really treat me very nice. But I know I wasn't my best self either, but we're meant to be. And it's really, we could be so great together. And at the same time, it's almost like, I feel like they think Leo's hiding something from them, that like Leo loves them too. So why doesn't Leo just admit it? It does feel a little bit like, okay, I'll say it's one of two things. Either this person's going to turn out to be spot on, or and maybe Leo feels the exact same way about them. And maybe this is one of those situations where it's, characters that love each other, want each other, but they've definitely had some trials and tribulations and some problems. Or this person is tripping. So let's take a look at how's Leo possibly going to react to this person. We have a Three of Wands sideways. I kind of think Leo is just going to chew on this for a while. Four of Pentacles, yeah, definitely no immediate reaction. Holding back, considering the words, wow. Considering the source. Three of Pentacles, King of Swords in the reverse, because Leo's kind of like, you're coming out like you're still stuck in a karmic cycle. You're rude, but I can't help it. I do kind of want to work with you, but I can see that you're mad. I can see that you're hurt and upset. It's almost like Leo's going to take some time and read and reread those messages, possibly at least 3 to 4 days, maybe a whole week. But this is Leo like saying, okay, I almost wrote something. No, I'm not going to yet. And I'm going to think about it. Then I'm going to write a response. No, I'm not. Hang on. I need to hold back. and I need to just think about this. What's in my heart of hearts? My heart of hearts is I actually do want to talk to them. I did want to work with them, and there is a lot to unpack here. And we had built some kind of a connection for sure, but they seem to be still only seeing things through their lens. Why does Leo see them as a King of Swords in the reverse in this story? The Chariot and the Page of Cups. It feels like they expect Leo to move on from whatever happened in the past and almost brush stuff under the rug. They might be pushing for just simply, let's get back together, let's have a new beginning. And Leo might be like, ooh, that rubs me the wrong way. You want me to just move on and get over it? It happened a long, long time ago. There's enough time should have passed. This feels like Leo is bothered by something still, something where there should be truth. There should be genuine conversation. Let me go back over to them for just a second and say, character, I said, who is coming toward Leo? And we had this person who seems like they acknowledge that there's been a lot of conflict, but they just want to make peace. And that might be how they begin. And it could be kind of high-handed. Let's just make peace. You know what? You weren't really great to me. Maybe I wasn't so great either, but you know, we're soulmates. And so let's just, you know, start talking again. And in their mind, this is the part that it's like Leo will clearly see that we are a Two of Cups. But character, Leo's over here going, wow, that seems like you're really toxic. The fact that you just want to forget whatever had happened and not address it. You want to move on from the actual conversation that we need to have. Emperor in the reverse. Do you have intentions of really talking? No, we have the Lovers sideways. It's a little bit of like, they keep saying, well, we both wore masks. Maybe they're trying to pretend like, well, we both had other lovers and we both kind of just hid that from each other. We don't really need to talk about that. We'll just let bygones be bygones. Wait, so Emperor, did this Emperor have some other lover? We have a Queen of Cups upright and the Three of Swords sideways. No, but they loved Leo. Okay, so this is weird. They are, because the reason I say no is because they already saw Leo as the Queen of Cups. This is the same person. What it is their ego is so twisted up and so wounded that they're like, I still want Leo so freaking bad. And even if Leo had some other lover and couldn't decide between me and somebody else, I just don't even want to know about it, but I do want Leo back. I don't want to talk about it because I don't want to be heartbroken. I said, did they have another lover? And they're like, no, I only had Leo, but I don't want to hear that Leo did have somebody else. That's their reason for not wanting to talk about the past. Why do you think Leo is the one who could break your heart? Seven of Wands. God, when they even think about that, it's like it drives them crazy. Like, see the bird brain and they're jumping on the couch, and it's like that's just like a full blockage. They can't even go down that road. Well, of course not. Who wants to think about their person, you know, being a cheat? But the fact that isn't that worse? The fact that they don't want to have any real conversation and just be like, oh, I couldn't bear to hear that Leo did have somebody else because my ego couldn't handle it, but I still want them. So I'm just basically going to say, let's just forget about the past and just start over. But Leo's like, whoa, that's toxic. We're not moving on unless we can talk about what went wrong. On Leo's side, what is it? What is the truth that Leo needs to get to? Because I don't think it's Leo needing to say, I never cheated on you. I don't see that here. Three of Cups, Two of Cups. There is something here about the truth of it is Leo needs to know, did you have some other person? Because I thought that we were a Two of Cups. You should have shown me that I was your Two of Cups and that there wasn't some Three of Cups deal going on. Okay, so they both thought the other one was cheating. He says he wasn't cheating, but he can't bear to think that Leo was. Leo's over here going, the fact of it is, I want to know if there was another person because it should have just been the two of us, but I think there was a Three of Cups instead of just the Two of Cups like it should have been. I want to know that. But they don't want to talk about the past. Oh, because they're hiding the fact that they had somebody. Wow, this is a mess because both people want to say that it really hurts to think about it. But Leo's the one who wants to know the truth. And they just want to rush on and just let's just get back together and we just won't talk about the past. Seven of Swords in the reverse. Ain't nothing happening until all cards are laid on the table. In this storyline, everything has to be out in the open. Everything has to be talked about. No lies, no masks. Get unscared of whatever the truths are. What's wild is that these two didn't cheat on each other. That's just been the big, scary, like, this is what I believe happened, and it hurts. We have the Sun and the Page of Pentacles. What could happen if these two lay the cards on the table is, first off, so much of the tension and the hurt energy that has existed between these two can be washed clean. And not only that, with the Sun card here, this is Leo, but we see a marriage here. We see the beginning, the Page of Pentacles. We see, and this is Year of the Snake, but it's actually like the skeleton of a snake and the skeleton of a bird. This is a conversation that should have happened a very long time ago. This is the chance for them to begin building trust, because it would actually be built off of, wait a second, so in the past you didn't do me dirty? No, I didn't do you dirty. Of course I didn't do you dirty. Why would I do that to you? If the truth of it is neither one of them in the past did anything, that was untoward toward one another, that alone is probably why we have this huge swell of like warmth and happiness, because it's like, you mean even back when I was afraid of the worst possible scenario, it wasn't the worst possible scenario? Oh my God, maybe we should have talked all that time ago. You notice that the little messenger here, the bird is a skeleton bird. It's like maybe each one of them knew that there needed to be a really serious conversation, but those words, they were urged by the guides, like, talk about this, you two, talk about this. You guys need to understand, neither one of you is playing. You're both really in this to win this, but they didn't listen to their guides in the past. I believe that's going to change into next year. But this clears out the air so tremendously. It's just, he was trying to say it's a blockage I couldn't get past, so I just want to pretend it's not there, because I don't want to hear that Leo had somebody else, that they were cheating on me. That's why I don't want to talk about the past. What is going to assist these two in actually talking about the past? Because it says that they are. All cards are going to be laid on the table. The Fool card, it could be Leo who takes a leap and says something about, no, I've been avoiding, responding to you because you want to say, let's just move on from the past. I will not have anything to do with you unless we sit down and we have a truthful conversation. Calm, but 100% truthful, because there's things I need to know. Otherwise, I'm not interested if you can't, give me the full truth. And I think that's where Leo might be the one who starts the dialogue of, so here's what I assume is that you had a third party, but it was supposed to just be the two of us. Is that correct? And that's their opportunity. What are they going to respond with? Because I think it's Leo who does this, only because we see the feminine here on that Fool card. And I think Leo is one who just kind of like jumps forward and just lays it out and says, no, it's truthful conversation or nothing. What's crazy is he might respond with, no, I didn't have a third party, but I assumed you did. So wait, have we both been thinking that the other one, the Two of Pentacles in the reverse is, there wasn't any juggling on my part. I thought it was juggling on your part. I was afraid to ask. This is the opportunity to like clear the air. Again, everybody's laying their cards on the table. And he might actually have some pointed questions for the Leo about, well, if you weren't juggling me with somebody else, then what about X, Y, or Z? And this is like full disclosure for both parties. They both, I think, are going to be really thrilled to find out that neither one was running game on the other. And it was huge assumptions about this. And although he still wants Leo, he didn't want to hear that Leo had done that, but he still wanted Leo back. So he was just trying to say, let's just get back together and we just won't talk about the past. Thank goodness Leo is, because I don't think it would have worked if these two can't lay their cards on the table. If these two can't ever build any kind of trust, if they start a relationship based off of these, because he came in still with hurt feelings, right? He came in as an Emperor in the reverse, but wanting balance, but acknowledging that it's, look at what's behind us is all of the drama that ripped us apart. And he's continuously assuming that, Leo did wrong. And it really hurt his ego, but he still wants Leo. This has been quite the ride. It's a darn good thing that there's finally going to be some truth and, like laying all the cards on the table, because that's really necessary for these two. Is there any other final message on this for the potential outcome for these two? Seven of Cups. It's what they make of it, right? We have Year of the Dragon and we have Year of the Snake represented, because up in the sky we got a dragon and we have a serpent hatching out of eggs, no less. What these two build together, it depends. Can they get on the same page now? Can they stay on the same page? They will, if they can start with the concept of loyalty. You mean you weren't cheating? No, I wasn't cheating on you. No, you weren't cheating on me. So wait a second. We've been loyal to each other. If they can start there and continuously reassure each other and work on that. Look, there can be a lot of problems, but if these two are saying, yeah, but I still picked you. I want to be loyal to this connection. I've always wanted that. That's what I'm building with you. There is so much that these two could do, but I think it's not just about loyalty, it's about trust. You notice we have the tree of life here. I think that both of these characters want somebody they can rely on to build something stable with, but then that means you have to be the reliable kind. Well, ironically, they were both reliable. They just didn't know it. Okay, these two needed to talk. All right, I'm going to leave that there. Leos, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. I really appreciate you guys so much. All right, take care. Bye.